you know any of your own poetry?
To be honest, I don't. I know To Be or Not to Be.
Do you know it?
Hamlet, yeah.
You actually know it?
Yeah. Just run through my To Be or Not to Be, that is the question. Yeah, I think I know it. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
No, okay. To be. Or.
This is like, it's the most epic
I know.
soliloquy ever.
I know.
How do you even approach it?
I know.
How do you even to be or not to be? That is the question.
That's exactly how you approach it. It's just like,
That's the question.
yeah,
That's always the question.
yeah. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer
Wow.
the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them.
To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Wow, that really is the rub.
Yeah.
Because what if there's an abyss on the other side?
Yeah. The undiscovered country. I've struggled with that soliloquy.
Why?
I still don't quite get it. To be or not to be, that is the question. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't really feel that in my life.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Should I be looking at the camera?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think it's up to you.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune,
I don't think it's misfortune. I think it's fortune.
I think you're right.
Outrageous fortune.
I think you're right. Yeah, it's amazing how well you know it.
Wow. I think everybody knows it.
To be or not to be? That is the
Such a stark choice when you put it that way.
Or
you don't have to be.
The delivery is just so nuanced. There's so many ways you can mess up.
Yeah. I think you have to really ask the question.
Yeah.
But the problem is that it's being asked in a way that's been asked a billion times.
Yeah. I think you just have to let go and just to be or not to be. That is the question.
That is the question.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more than by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye. There's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must make us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought. And enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard, their currents turn awry and lose the name of action.
Is that the full soliloquy?
No, I cut out.
But it's amazing.
There's a chunk in there that I actually forgot.
I miss
but
Shakespeare.
It still works.
Shakespeare's so good.
Shakespeare is great. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's almost like he's saying every moment we have the choice to live or die. We can either take action and live, or we can allow the hue and resolution of the name of action to be sicklied over by this pale cast of thought.
Yeah.
And he's also linking the doubt. He's linking death to thought. Okay? He's saying,
Wow.
you know, if you overthink things, you're going to be choosing by default the path of death,
Wow.
as opposed to the path of kind of action
Wow.
and resolution.
That's such a new perspective, because I was looking at this so literally. Like I was thinking of it as like he's thinking about whether to kill himself or not. But what you have done is you've made it so much more in the moment for me. It's not just about suicide or living. It's about how every moment we have a choice between committing and acting or sitting back.
Yeah.
And so it just makes it more connected. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Well, that's the thing, is that it seems to be operating on two levels at once. You know,
Yeah.
it's like he seems to be talking about life and death, but he also seems to be drawing a parallel between life and death and action and inaction in waking life, in normal life.
Right.
And like death seems to have a cousin in thought, and life seems to have a cousin in action. And the pale cast of thought, is that what he calls it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Native hue of resolution.
Wow.
Sickly door with a pale cast of